I'm going to run through how to use a light meter. The main reason being is I do a lot of street photography courses, workshops, and people often ask me, well, how do you use an handheld light meter? A lot of people get really confused, so I just thought I'd run through it really. This is a Sekonic. It's quite a cheap light meter, and to be fair, there is not a lot of difference between a really expensive light meter and a really cheap light meter. I've got a really expensive Sekonic, and the only difference is it does multiple spot readings, so on and so forth, and for the majority of the time you don't really need that. You just need to measure ambient light. So basically, how do you use it? Very simply, there's an ISO button there, so when you press the ISO button it gives you what ISO you're on there. In this case it's 400. If you want to alter that, there are two buttons on the side that go up and down. All you need to do is press up to go up the scale, so 400, 640, 800, and obviously down to go down the scale to 200 or 100. So once you've set your ISO, basically, very simply, what you do is you point that at the camera. So for instance, if I'm taking a photograph towards the camera, I would point the dome at the camera. Then if you look there, there is a button there that allows you to press, and that's when you take a reading. So basically all I will do is I will point that to the camera, which is me, press the button, and that gives me a reading. So in this case the reading is between f4 and f5.6 at 125th of a second. The other great thing about a light meter is you can go up and down the scale by using the arrows again. So for instance, if you're learning, it's a great, a great advantage. So basically 125th at say f4 is the same at 250th at f8, is the same at 500 at f2. Consequently 30th at f8, 15th at f11. All will give you the correct exposure, but what will differ is the depth of field. So it's a great aid as well. And that's it basically. If you want to do that's for an ambient reading. If you want to do a reflective reading, you've got to take the dome away, and then you point at the subject and you press the button. And that's it really, it's as simple as that. There are other things. There is another button here, it's called the mode button. And what that does is when you press the mode button, it will go from ambient light reading to flash, to coded flash, which is where you use that from, to the EV scale, which you would use on a Rollit or a Hasselblad, and then back to normal daylight setting. So it goes through 4 different modes, if that makes sense. And as long as you put it on the daylight mode, it's as simple as that, not complicated. So I just wanted to run through how you use a light meter.